Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we are finally looking at Marcus Fenix from the Gears of War videos that I've been doing. I know I've kind of been leading up to it, doing Dom, Baird, Cole, a Grunt, and Anya, and people are like, when are you going to do Marcus? Do you even have Marcus Fenix? Well, yes, I do. Here he is. He has a little bit of a, there we go. Here he is, Marcus Fenix himself, the main man. So this figure, Marcus Fenix, is from NECA. He was released in 2011. This concept of him was from the Gears of War 3. He is part of the 2-pack. He came in a 2-pack with the Locust Grunt. I do believe that's why they actually come with an extra gun each. The Locust Grunt came with the, with the Hammer Burst, and also I believe he came with the Lancer, but they were kind of orangish. This one actually did come with, some weapons, which we'll go over here shortly. But right now what we're doing is getting a nice 360 view of the figure. And what we're going to do next is take the figure off the turntable and take a look at everything that the figure comes with. Alrighty everyone, so as you can see here, Marcus Fenix does come with two weapons. He does come with the Hammer Burst, and he comes with the Retro Lancer. I always forget that, Gears of War 3, they brought up the Retro Lancer. Actually, I think they started doing it in Gears of War Judgment with Baird. They started using the Retro Lancer there, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe, Gears of War 3 came out and then, Judgment, or was it Judgment first and then, Gears of War 3? I'm not too sure on that. I don't know which one came out first. I didn't do my research on that part. I apologize. But that being said, let's start looking at what he comes with here. So he does come with, like I said, the Hammer Burst. This has the peg, so actually pegs in on his back. He does have a hole in the back. And this is actually one of the better detailed weapons I've seen. I know the other ones are kind of like Anya's is, pretty detailed. I think it was the Retro Lancer that Baird was holding. I do want to say it's actually kind of the same as this one. And so actually looking at all the weapons, the sawed-off shotgun that Dom has, it's nice, but it's just kind of small. It doesn't have too much detail. The what is it? The long shot, or the one shot that Cole has, it's just kind of two silver, two gunmetal, and that's it. The Retro Lancer was actually really, or I'm sorry, not the Retro Lancer, but just the regular Lancer that Anya is looking at is very nice to look at. And as far as the Retro Lancer, we already looked at it before because Baird had one. Now the Locust Grunt, I believe, has a Hammer Burst and a regular Lancer, but they're like kind of oranges, so you can't really get good detail. As far as this one, you can. As you can see, it kind of has like a little brown strap around the handle here. You can see where they put the trigger. Actually, there's no trigger in there. I just noticed that myself. But you can see like little straps up here. You can see, it's kind of worn down, and it's almost like they painted it and then they kind of washed it out, to kind of give it that aging look, like it's been a better look, which is a very great look to it. Very detailed. I really like this Hammer Burst. Not my favorite gun in the game. Kind of slow. When you're first starting out, I think both the first game and the second game, you actually get given the first gun you have is a Lancer, and then you get given this one. And to save ammunition for your Lancer, you use this one a lot. I actually find myself using it almost through the whole first act of both games. And then I was like, oh, I have the Lancer. I completely forgot. Anyway, so nice Lancer here. And the other one he comes with is, I'm sorry, Lancer, Hammer Burst. Nice Hammer Burst. And the other one he does come with, actually, this is actually starting to break right here. I need to put glue on it. So before I do, I'm going to be very, very careful with this one because it is breaking. I need to get some glue on that. So I'm not going to touch that too much. I just noticed that I just kind of moved it and it's starting to break. So just get a good look at it here. Nice, like metal looking color with, like, you can see the blood. You can see it was painted black, but because they've been using it for so much, now it's just kind of silverish right there. But looking at the rest of this, I wouldn't really want to be careful with that. Yeah, because you can see the break right there. That kind of just really irks me. Yeah, you can see the little wrapping right here, the brown wrapping, like, you know, Bear just had the same one. Nice Lancer. It looks exactly, I'm sorry, retro Lancer. It looks exactly like the Lancer itself, but this one is just, you know, it's a little bit, doesn't have the chainsaw there. So I really like the detail on this one as well. I do believe that it's almost the same exact one as Bear's. Maybe we'll take, you know, look at both of them to see if they are or not. But other than that, I really like this. Really like this retro Lancer. Very nicely detailed. Also has a peg for the back of him. I'm actually going to set that I'm actually going to set it like that. So what we're going to do next is take this to the side and take a look at the figure and get a up close look. Alrighty, folks, there he is. Marcus Fenix. Let's get a good height on him. I want to say he's a little bit shorter than 7 inches. Like, no, yeah, he is. He's 6 7/8 inches. So what I'm gonna do next is actually bring this up and then kind of bring it down. Okay. So looking at this figure, overall, I just want to say this figure looks amazing. They put so much detail into this figure. I mean, starting with the headband. The headband itself is nice. I mean, it's the back of it is just exactly like the game, where, you know, some of his hair's, you know, showing back here. So the headband, starting with the headband, it's nice and, you know, kind of has this dirty ground, you know, look to it. Has a little, you know, logo right there. You know, his head sculpt is just nice. He has the scar right here. His little, you know, I guess not like, kind of like little beard thing he has right there. The nice sideburns he has. His head sculpt in particular is just very nice. As far as his gear, like for example his vest right here, I can't really speak too much on it because I'm playing the second game right now, and I really paid attention to the first and second game towards the end of the first game, and then all through the second game. They don't really put much detail into the vest, and they don't start doing the detail until I think like the third one, where they really put a lot of detail into the vest, so you can see these colors, you know, come out. Right now they're just kind of, you know, silver with black, and they have some blue lights like this. So, but I do want to say that the amount of detail that they put on the back of this figure, as you can see, there's just so much intricate stuff going on. Like, look, everywhere you look, it's just something different going on just with the back of his vest. And these are supposed to be lights right there. That's where the, you know, the gun pegs in. I mean, in the front of it too, there's just so much stuff going on. Like, you got the strap right there, and then it goes into the metal with different colors. There's a light right there. It's so nice. The detail on these figures are just so nice. You know, moving on to his, you know, his shirts right here. You got the ripped shirt right there. You can see his tattoo right there for the gears. I'm sorry, I was kind of looking at through it. Outside of the camera, here you go. You can see a little, you know, the gears tattoo. And then his gloves, gauntlets, and stuff right there. Very, very nice, detailed. And then as far as his waist, he does have, you know, nice, you know, pouches and stuff. I'm saying stuff because I don't know what these pouches are for anything. I mean, this looks like it's a canteen for water at least, but the rest of the pouches, I have no idea what he uses them for. You know, if they're grenades, if they're ammo for his weapons, I have no idea. So that's why I'm just saying his stuff. But I do like his belt. It's very nicely detailed. His belt is actually kind of loose, but it's not. Like, it's kind of stuck somewhere. I don't know exactly where it's stuck. I kind of want to say it's stuck back here. It's stuck so it doesn't just flop anywhere, but it's like loose, as you can see. Let's see, as far as his pants, I mean, these pants are kind of like there, but they're not. Like, they're kind of detailed, but they're kind of really not. They're kind of like just kind of plain. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. Like, they're detailed, but as far as the whole figure, they're not. Like, look at his gauntlets, you know, boot gauntlets, boot straps, whatever they're called, compared to his pants, they're kind of just lame. And I do believe, like, the first and the second one, this whole, you know, his boots, his pants were all like with armor. It looks like they kind of trimmed it down a little bit. He does have another pocket right here, which the coloring on the silver is kind of just, you know, blotchy a little bit. But other than that, you know, his boot gauntlet, I really don't know what to call those. But these parts on his boots that cover his boots and his ankles, shin guards. He plays soccer. The shin guards here, or the boot gauntlets, whatever you want to call them, they're very nicely detailed. Very nicely detailed. As far as his boots, they're nicely detailed too. I mean, you can see the scuffs. The paint job on him is just nice. Very, very nice figure overall to complete the collection that I have so far of Gears of War. There he is. So what we're going to do next is take a look at the figures articulation. Alrighty, folks. So going over the figures articulation, what I'm going to do first is get the camera. I'm going to kind of move it to the side, bring it up, and then bring it down a little bit. As far as his articulation goes, he does have... It almost looks like there's like a ball joint up there. It's just a single ball joint. He can't do a 360 turn. It almost looks like his chin stops right there at the side, as you can see. But he does have like a nice view. And I also noticed that it goes side to side here. I don't actually believe the other ones did that, or some of the other ones did, but he does have a nice range of motion at his neck, or his neck and his head. As far as his shoulders, he does have a butterfly joint. He is, which is nice. He does have a 360 turn, which is kind of hard, but he does have that 360 turn. There is no movement at the bicep here. He does have a double joint at the elbow, but because of his big, humongous, manly... Okay, that was a little bit too far. I was kind of going a little overboard, but because of the bicep and because of the, I guess, wrist gauntlets, it's just like the other figures. It doesn't let, you know, him go further than 90 degrees. So, but he does have it because you can see there's a peg right here and a peg right there for it. As far as his wrists go, he does have like the 360 and up and down, but I don't want to say it's like a ball joint. It's kind of just a regular joint, as you can see there. There's no movement at the fingertips. As far as like the rest of the figures, there's no movement at the waist, but it's almost, I mean, at the torso, but there is movement at the waist, but there's no side-to-side movement. It's just kind of like a forward and back movement, as you can see here, like this and like that. That's all it is. Actually, there is a little bit of movement side to side, a little bit. It's almost like there's like a little rubberish part in there somewhere, which I don't want to go too far with it because these are kind of old figures. So as far as his legs go, he does go forward to about there. As far as going back, this one goes kind of far back. Like, okay, I like that. Let's see. He does do the splits. Not too much though. There you go. He does have a 360 turn. What is that for? I mean, I don't want to push it. Okay, he does. He does have a 360 turn right there. I kind of loosened it up. I don't really like that. Dang it. He does have a 360 turn, not really at the thigh, but it's like the top of the thigh, I guess. Let's see. And as far as his knee, I do want to say he does have a double bend, but you can never see them because of the bull gauntlets. So let's just say he has a single, bend at the knee, just because he can't go further than that. And then last not least, as far as articulation, he does have good movement. As far as going back, he has good movement. As far as going forward, I mean, you can't ask for much as far as going forward because you can't even move your forward too far forward. But he does have pretty good range of motion, all considering the soccer, the shin guards here. Let's see. As far as I'm checking one last thing, yes, he does. I should have checked that earlier. I just didn't see it from the top. Give me a second. Maybe not. Yes, you know what? I'm going to say he does. They're really stiff, or the paint's really stuck on there that I don't want to. But he does have movement at the toes. You can see the peg right there to actually where it's supposed to be moving. I'm just not going to do it. It's kind of stuck on there. So now here comes everyone's favorite part, because I've been doing an extra one and an extra one and an extra one. I'm gonna do a comparison of all the Gears of War I've done so far, and with this one I'm gonna finally do a picture with all of them here together, which you guys will see is gonna look very great. Alrighty folks, finally we're gonna do a comparison of all the Gears of War figures that I have from NECA. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna move him to the side just so we can get a good comparison of every figure. So I think first we'll start off with his best friend, Dominic Santiago. There we go. Hold on, give me 1 second. There we go, and there we go. Here he is with Dominic Santiago. Oh man, this if you didn't have no other Gears of War figures, these two just by themselves would just make they make the iconic duo, Dom Santiago and Marcus Phoenix, two best friends. They go through everything together, and he trusts him. If you guys actually noticed it a lot when I was playing the first and second game, how instead of being like, hey, because it's not just him and him in the squad, it's him, it's Dom, it's Marcus Phoenix, it's it's Damon Beard, and Augustus Cole. They're in the squad together. And what I noticed in the first one and second one, when finally Marcus Phoenix took command of the squad, is instead of telling hey, me and Dom are gonna go do this, or me and Dom are gonna do that, when he had to keep the groups moving forward, instead of telling one of the groups, or two of us stay here and two of us have to go, if two of us had to stay here to be able to look at, he would always take Dom with him to watch his back. But if they were both moving, if the whole squad was moving forward but they had to split up, it would always be he would took either Cole or Baird, and he would tell Dom to take the other one because he trusts his judgment. And now if they were telling Baird and Cole to stay put, he would always take Dom with him to watch his back because he trusts Dom. I noticed that a lot in the first two games so far, and I really like that. So I know that was a lot to talk about, but just having these two together are amazing. So we're gonna take away Dom for now, and I think we're gonna bring out, I don't know, spoilers if you guys haven't played the video game. If you guys have, I don't know. They're already on the fourth one, so, or I'm sorry, not the fourth one. They're already, what is it, Gears of War 5. So this happened on the fourth one. So I'm gonna bring out Anya. Like I said, her standing is a little bit weird. She kind of has like this little, I really want to fix that. I really wish I can fix it. Maybe there is a way I can fix it one of these days. I just need to be able to, grab a hold of that and twist her leg, and she'd be perfect. So, but for now, we're just gonna give her that little wide stance, maybe. Or maybe just kind of give her like, there we go. Now, if you guys know what I'm talking about, why I'm putting these two together, these two eventually end up getting married, I believe, and they have a son together, which his name is JD. I played that game once, so I don't know too much detail, but these two were always close in the first one. I do believe on the second one, there was, there's a moment where he actually thought he lost Anya, and and Dom was like, I'm sorry, Marcus, but she ended up living. So yeah, they eventually in the Gears of War series, they end up getting together, getting married, and they have a son. So having these two together like this is just another iconic look to have these two together, knowing that they had a son, JD, and he's becoming more of a better, I'm not gonna say, I'll just say he's becoming more of a badass than his dad is, even though he has really big boots to fill. So right now what we're gonna do is pull away Anya. Be careful with her. I don't know why, I just hate the way she stands. It just really irks me. Let's see, let's bring out the next one. We'll just bring him out next to Augustus Cole here. There he is next to Augustus Cole, the Cole Train. Yeah, these two just together look fine too, because they always go, when they're on mission, like I was saying earlier, when they go on mission and they need to split up, he always takes either Baird or Cole. But lately I've been seeing he's been taking Cole Train with him a lot more. So, I mean, and I'm playing only the second one. I played these games before. It's not like I haven't played them. I just played them on I think the first time I played them was on normal and just kind of went on my way. And then I really became a big, huge, almost not fan, but like addicted to getting all 100% trophies and achievements when it comes to video games. So now I'm going back to playing all the Gears of War games and getting every single achievement minus the online, because I think I want to say the first 4 games on the Xbox 360 you can't do the online gaming anymore. So unfortunately I can only do the insane mode, the casual, and everything in between, the co-op, but I can't do the online anymore. So great view with these two. Oh man, you look at Dom and you look at Marcus and you want to say they're big dudes, but this guy is just a beast. I mean, just look at him. Humongous dude. And tall too. So anyway, so let's take him away, to the side, and we'll bring out the next one, because this section is going to get kind of long, because I'm doing a lot of comparisons with this figure. It's the Gears of War. Sorry, but this one's taking a little bit. I actually had them on the stand, so I had to take them off. So here is next to the loudmouth, always, you know, talking about just bad stuff all the time. But here he is next to Damon Beard. Now that I'm kind of looking at their Lancers here, they do look the exact same, except they're kind of painted a little bit different to kind of give them their distinctive look. But Damon Beard next to, you know, Dominic Santiago, I'm sorry, next to Marcus Fenix. Yeah, you know, I don't know if this is true or not. I've never paid attention to that, only because I really don't pay attention to this kind of things in real life. But Damon Beard is very light-skinned compared to Marcus Fenix. He's been really, looks like Marcus Fenix has really been working on that tan. I never really noticed that. But anyway, the mechanic. He's always fixing things. He knows what to fix, how to get things done. But he always has that sarcastic, we're always going to die, we shouldn't be here. Oh yeah, you know, leave your son out in the rain. It's not like it's razor rain and stuff like that. So there he is next to Damon Beard. And the last one we're going to put him next to is the one he actually came with. Like I said, he did come in a 2-pack. Oh God. Sorry, this guy was all the way in the back. He did come in a 2-pack, and he came with this guy right here, a Locust Grunt. This, like I said, these two have the same exact weapons, except this is a Lancer and this is a Retro Lancer. But these two figures are just, I actually like that they, you know, did this, because if you were collecting all of the Gears of War, I mean, there's a lot of them out there, but the main Gears of War characters, you would at least want 1 or 2 grunts up in there just to kind of give it that nice look. I mean, you look at these figures, you already know they're Gears of War, but just giving it that extra, you know, a grunt or a Locust, you know, character in there, it just gives it that much more of a, oh yeah, this is Gears of War for sure type of thing, you know. So yeah, so here he is next to the figure he came with. So what we're gonna do next is I kind of want to push this guy to the side or to the back. I don't really know where to put him, because I'm trying to get all the figures all in one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this back. I'm going to put him, and maybe, I know how I'm going to kind of do. Let's do it like this. This might kind of look dumb a little bit, but let's go like this. Let's put him to the side right there. Let's put him right there. Let's put Dom right here next to his best friend. We'll put Beard or Baird. Actually, I think I heard Cole on Gears of War 2 called him Beard. I think that's why I started calling him Beard. But he, you know, Marcus always calls him Baird. So, I don't know, that's kind of up there. Baird, I mean, it looks like it's spelled like Baird. So, let's put Cole Train right here. And then you got the original Delta Squad right there. Now let's get the Locust Grunt. Let's see if I can get him on picture. Actually, this looks kind of dumb because it's like that. There we go. That's a lot better. And last but not least, let's get Anya all the way on the side. She looks tiny, kind of cockeyed right there because the way she's standing. But she'll, come on, you can do it. Don't be the one to wreck this picture perfect moment. There we go. Got him kind of leaning up against Baird there. So there he is. There it is. A nice view of all the Gears of War I've done so far. You got the original Delta Squad, and then I believe once Dom sacrifices himself for the group, she becomes part of Delta Squad. So you got, honestly, here's just all of Delta Squad. With the Locust thrown in there. Alrighty, folks, so there he is. Marcus Fenix from NECA, Gears of War 3, released in 2011. If you guys liked the video, please, you know, like and share it. If you guys haven't done so already, please subscribe and hit the notification. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything negative, anything positive, just anything to say in the comments, please comment down below. Anything helps, whether it's good or bad. Also, I do please ask that if you watch the videos, please watch them all the way through. YouTube actually helps with my videos for YouTube to circulate the videos more out there instead of where it's kind of stuck at with the, you know, the people that I have subscribed, which I do appreciate that they're still subscribed. I'm just trying to push my videos out there a little bit more. Also, I do have an Instagram, so if you guys want to give that a follow, please, you know, give that a follow. The link's down below if you want to see a sneak peek before YouTube. That being said, we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.